What I want to work with on this video is mostly with text, adding text to your content editor page. I have logged in, I'm at the page that I have access to. I'm going to scroll down to the body section. Remember, you can open the editor here, you can double click out in this area. I'm going to open up the editor. You can see we're back to our word processing type interface. And there's a few things I need to tell you right up front. Anytime you paste from any type of word processing program, Word, WordPad, anything that's out there as a word processor, you want to make sure and paste it as plain text. I'm going to show you a quick example. I'm going over here. This is the document that I have. I'm just going to take a word, one word for right now, and I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to come back here and I'm going to paste it in. Except, instead of just using Control-V or just right click and paste, I want to use the paste plain text mode. This will keep a lot of problems from occurring on your page, and you really need to remember this. Always paste as plain text. There's also a button up here in the toolbar, paste plain text. So I'm going to paste it. It's going to prompt me and say, is it okay to access the clipboard? We'll see this quite often, so just say yes, allow access, and it typed it in for me. Alright, I'm going to hit enter. Now, I want to just show you, this is the HTML. This is actually what the code looks like. You see, this is pretty simple, isn't it? Just wrapped in one tag. It's called a paragraph tag. Alright, there's my word. Not much there, okay? Now, let me do something different here. I'm just going to right-click on top of this and click Paste. So this is going to, when I paste, it's going to allow access. You'll notice there's really not, you can't really see any difference. You might think that when you paste it in, aha, I did good because I don't see anything wrong. Let me show you what happens in the back end. Remember, this simple statement here is now this. Now, what is a problem are all of these other things that have been added in. This is specific to Microsoft's Word program, as other software may have the same thing. This is specific to their program. So it's going to cause problems, very likely, in the display. You may notice that you can't change things properly, or certain things change without your knowledge. Lots of bad things happen. So I'm going to really recommend, one, I'm going to undo this, undo it up here at the top. One, I'm going to recommend that you do all of your creation, formatting, and editing in the SiteCore Editor. It will make it much easier on you, and there'll be fewer problems. Two, if you go to a Word document and you create your formatting, such as bold and headings and all that, and you have it in an outline form, once you copy it and come back here and paste it as plain text, all your formatting will be gone anyway. So highly recommend stick with the editor here to create your pages, and I'll show you. It's not that difficult. Alright, I'm just going to throw some things in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my topic headings. I've already kind of got a layout of what I want. So I'm going to put my topic headings in first. This is just a methodology I use, but it seems to work, and it takes care of formatting issues. So I've got my first heading in. I'm going to hit enter. Enter another heading. Another heading. Enter another heading. enter another heading, And if you've been watching any of the videos, you know that the contact information, where applicable, which is on a lot of pages, should be the last thing on the bottom of the page, according to the layout of the pages. So I've got my headings here, and I'm just going to, I know what my page I want it to look like. So don't select all of these, select them one at a time. Right up here at the top, it says it's in normal. That means that this text is the normal text that will be used on the website for most of your content. If you need a heading, you'll need to drop this down. Heading 1 is reserved for the top of the page, which you don't have control over. So start with heading 2. So I'm going to make all of these heading 2s. And you don't have to do it this way, but I can tell you from experience that you will have fewer problems if you kind of work off a template that you've already created and just use this to bring it into fruition. Okay, there, I've created my headings. Now under each one of these headings of course I'm going to have some information below it, some text that will describe, such as web services. It will describe about web services. So what you do is go to the end of your heading, hit enter, and I'm going to just steal some text here. For instance, just pretend that I have written this for the website. And now I want to paste it in. Of course, I want to paste plain text in. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and add this down here as well. Into the heading, enter, paste plain text. Into the heading, enter, paste plain text. I'm going to get this just for the sake of time. Enter, paste plain text. You do have an undo if you mess up. There. And the contact information is a little something different. So we'll get into that in a little bit. Alright. So you see very quickly, if I have my content already created somewhere else, all I have to do is create my headings, copy and paste in as any of it, copy and paste it in as plain text, and I've pretty much created a page here. Now, just so you can see what it looks like, I'm going to click accept, and I would really recommend that you use the save often. If you've made a lot of changes to this page and you get kicked off the system or you lose connectivity or something, you could lose all your edits. More than likely you will. So it's better to come out every once in a while, click the accept button, then click save, and that way you won't lose your changes from this point back. Now under the Publish tab, we have a nice little feature called Preview Mode, and I'm going to click on Preview Mode. Preview Mode lets me see what the page is really going to look like in real time. And as you can see, very nice formatted, very structured, everything's in good shape. So you'll often run into some problems of spacing or unexpected changes to text size or something of that nature. That can be a problem with something that's in the code and may not be able to be fixed, but if you run into problems like that, contact me and I can help you to correct it.